dependence of energy of a country on import is not a good thing. When you have to import something from outside country as an energy product, be it crude oil or coal for producing electricity, it's a question of sovereignty. It was in 2013 somewhere we had a blackout in India.
The worst blackout in the history of the planet. More than 600 million people across India.
And the only solution was having a storage for renewables, and then you can be having an independent source of energy for your country. What do you think about Africa, Kenya for that matter?
Kenya, we have a very unstable flow of power. We are trying to develop wind power. We are into hydropower, which is now not very reliable because in Kenya the rain is a season, and when it is seasonal, sometimes during the dry spell, you find that the level of water is low. This calls for BESS storage.
But what made you to just choose Good Enough as your partner for Africa?
Rather than going for the other lines of energy, this is a very unique line actually, so you chose the storage. Storage is very unique, but also I saw a virgin market for this product.
Mr. Herbert he is head for the African subcontinent business for Good Enough. Today we are here just to have a normal talk with him, what he has been feeling about India and Africa and the best business across the world. Hi Herbert, how are you?
I'm fine, Akash. Thank you for this opportunity. Yeah.
So you have been associated with Good Enough for how long?
The last 3 years.
3 years?
Yes.
And how do you feel about it?
I feel good because I think
Not good enough?
good enough. Good enough. Good enough. I feel good enough. And good enough company. I think I must congratulate them for having thought wisely with the line of BESS. Because many people are concentrating on panels and inverters and other lines of energy, but not really storage. Storage is the end thing now all over the world. Africa has not taken advantage of this fact for the storage, and you find that we still use a lot of grid, we rely on grid power, we rely on wind in some areas, and a lot of the institutions still use generator. It is a lot more expensive than when you use the BESS for storage. You cut costs. The idea behind the BESS, what I have seen is it costs a lot of costs. Those who use the generators spend a lot of money, and then the inconvenience of the generator and the grid, the fluctuation, and then the fact that sometimes you use the generator, you run out of fuel, but with BESS storage is consistency is there.
So I have my reasons why I chose you to be the part of Good Enough 3 years back, and that I found a person who is extremely disciplined, having no alcohol and just drinking a drink made up of ginger and honey all the time, and just having the athletic experience all days, going to Nairobi club and doing gym, and your sense of humor is absolutely amazing, and that was something which made me excited about to having a friend like you on the day one. But what made you to just choose Good Enough as your partner for Africa?
I think I got more interested when you visited Africa, on the line that you chose. The fact that you chose energy saving rather than going for the other lines of energy. This is a very unique line actually, so you chose the storage. Storage is very unique. Very few people think of storage. And I am still yet to visualize and think, why did you people think of storage? Rather than wait for the panels, rather than wait for the inverters and other lines. But also I saw a virgin market for this product. There's a real virgin market for this product because institutions that use power in Kenya, in East Africa region, and in the entire Africa region. Coastals, for instance, these are very sensitive areas. If you look at the coastals in Africa, they run 24/7, and the kind of power that fluctuates off and on is very risky, even in terms of when there is operation going on in the theaters. But with the best storage, there's some assurance that there cannot be any risk given to the patients. Institutions like universities, institutions of learning generally, when hotels and government offices, they find it, they will find it. I say will because BESS is now moving into the market. They will find it very convenient to use BESS batteries.
So, as you have asked, like to me, the question for being in storage was only for the one reason. When I see that the dependence of energy of a country on import is not a good thing. When you have to import something from outside country as an energy product, be it crude oil or coal for producing electricity, that's a question of sovereignty. So it was in 2013 somewhere we had a blackout in India, and that blackout made me think about like why we are having this. And the only solution was having a storage for renewables, and then you can be having an independent source of energy for your country. What do you think about Africa, Kenya for that matter? The sovereignty is a question there, the energy sovereignty.
Kenya, we have a very unstable flow of power, very slow. Currently, we are having, they are developing geothermal to generate power. We are trying to develop wind power. We are into hydropower, which is now not very reliable because in Kenya, the rain is a seasonal. Yes, and when it is seasonal, sometimes during the dry spell, you find that there is the level of water is low. The generation is also affected, and this calls for BESS storage. And one reason why I think BESS storage can do very well is the weather conditions in Kenya, especially areas where you can use panels, you use batteries, and then having stored. It's another line of business to me as the way I look at it, because those who can store the energy and sell it or cook it into the national grid. This is also something that I think should be explored. Also, the power generating companies like Kenya Power and like it, they have substations. And sometimes you find there is also the power outage on the main grid, but the substation is not affected. If there could be a way of putting this BESS storage at the power stations, that would also be very convenient for the users or the consumers. The same thing goes to the communication operators here, the Safaricom. They've got the antennas in the rural areas where it's not accessible on the main power line. So they rely on generators, and this can work very well. The television and radio stations with their boosters in the rural areas, they rely on generators, and sometimes they rely on solar panels that generate some little power for them. From then, depending on the weather, it goes off after a few hours. But with the BESS storage, this can be a solution to most of them.
As far as I know, the electricity tariffs in Kenya are very high. Is it 1 unit? How much does it cost? 1 kilowatt hour of energy. It's something like 0.3 USD, more or less.
It is still very high at the moment.
More than 0.3? 0.3 USD?
Yes.
So it's really high.
Yeah.
So when you work with solar and BESS together, this cost can be cut down somewhere like less than 0.1 USD. So the electricity cost can be cut down to 1/3 of it.
If you put
Solar
solar,
plus BESS.
yes.
If you use together, the tariff cut down to 0.1 USD as compared to what it is currently here,
Right.
more than 0.3 USD.
It's a lot cheaper. A lot one cup, very dollars costly. So solar is the solution, and but even if you have solar as a solution, the bottom line is storage.
Yes.
Yes, the storage cuts costs a very high percentage. Yes,
It's ensure the availability of energy all the time.
availability.
Yeah, because solar is only available in daytime. Yeah, right.
Yes,
If you want to have energy in nighttime, you should store it somewhere.
yes, correct. It's nighttime, and their consumption, the use night is higher.
Yes.
Much higher.
Even in the evening, it's very high.
Yes.
But the radiation of the sun is low in the evening.
Exactly, because even some factories, if you come to think about certain factories that also require the use of your storage, most factories now prefer working at night, between 7 and 6 in the morning. And that also still doesn't give them sufficient flow of energy.
But you have been there from last 6-7 days and have visited the renewable energy expo. So, what's your viewpoint about the industry for energy in India, the renewable energy expo?
Oh, it's amazing what I saw at the expo. Is an eye opener. But what I realized when I walked around is that there's a lot of competition in the energy sector, the green energy and energy sector in general. And this is very likely going to bring down the cost and the prices. And this will make it affordable to the consumers. Then there is high competition, like what I saw at the expo. Definitely, even on the line of BESS, it will now be affordable to
Albert, it's already 1/3 of what it was 2 years back.
Yes.
Cost is already 1/3 of it.
I was expected, and it might still go down.
Don't do it.
Yes.
It will be a problem for us.
Correct.
Anyway, yeah, I saw you walking around all the time, all the day, and you are still energetic. What's your age?
Oh my God.
No, you have to tell this. You're not a girl, yeah? You have to tell this.
I'm celebrating my 72nd birthday in the next 3 months.
Voila.
Yes, so I am 72 now. Yes, but
So-
my secret lies on the same thing like Mr. Akash. When you're happy, just be happy. Isn't it? You will hardly go on yourself. I can assure you.
I wish I could be like
You're a
you.
very jovial person, happy person.
I wish I could be
Happy.
like you.
Yes, and besides that, I do a lot of exercise. I do a lot of walking. I don't take alcohol. I don't smoke, and
What do you drink all day?
water. My soda.
And the famous drink of Kenya.
Soda. That's about. In Kenya, we have something called dawa.
Dawa.
Yes.
So dawa is a connotation of
Dawa should be garlic,
no ginger.
ginger, lemon, and honey.
Honey.
Yes. This is very nice. That keeps me going. But that's right.
So it's a connotation of all these things:
Yes.
ginger, lemon, and honey.
Yes.
And honey is in like a big amount. It's not like 1 teaspoon only. Yeah,
Correct.
it's enough of. And I also like it. And whenever I visit Kenya with you, I drink almost 2 to 3 times in 1 day. Yeah. I do
Yes.
this, yeah. And you drink, I think, 5 times in 1 day.
Kenya is a beautiful country, but I think in terms of technology, India is very far. Technology.
We have been through the same phases of colonial torture as Kenya has been. So we have a lot which we had shared together, and we are sharing the same kind of pain and grief also.
Yes.
So we feel the same for Kenya, and one day or very soon, Kenya will be same like India.
Yes, we are working towards that. We cannot despair. We have to. If you look at Singapore, for instance, 1961, Singapore was like you couldn't imagine at where Singapore is now. The top of so many other countries of the world, highly developed.
You told me the secret of how to be young: eat, drink dawa, and be jovial. Yeah. What's that secret that you become friend with every woman and girl? Yep, secret of becoming friend with every woman and girl.
You socialize. That's the image you socializing. You're friendly to everyone. So you see, laughter and happiness is therapeutic. It is, and you hardly get sick. Well, if you're sick, you don't show it, but you're sick.
Hakuna Matata.
Yeah, no. But I think I would encourage good enough. I mean, I'm so much impressed, and of course, I look at our Africa office for good enough to be at this level in the next couple of years.
Yes.
As a branch, but this level in the next couple of years.
So you were responsible.
Yes. So the market is there. There's no excuse about it. The market is there. It's a question of penetrating the market and this, eating the right parts.
The people of Africa who are listening to you will understand that what's the need of BESS, and certainly when you talk to them personally, yes, they can understand it more.
Exactly.
And whosoever want to visit us, they are more than welcome. And Pumija Tukijenga.
Thank you.
Wish
Thank you so much.
Asante sana.
Thank you.